welcome back to my channel. It's DocHollyHealth, and you guys have been loving the mobility and the stretchy videos. So today we're going to focus in on our ankles and our ankle mobility. The thing with mobility is if you don't use it, you lose it. And a lot of times as we get older, we don't move into our joint and ranges of motion, like full range of motion, as much as we do when we're little. Like, if you ever see little kids and they're just like sitting in this nice low squat, and there's so many adults that I work with, and this is really hard and really painful for them. And that's okay if that's you. Sitting in a low squat like this is mobility for ankles, hips, and our mid-back. So we're gonna get started a little bit slower than that and just work up into our ankle mobility. Listen to your body as always, okay? So let's just start getting into our body in general with some cat-cows. So inhale, lift the crown, lift the tailbone. Exhale, tuck your chin, round your spine. Just start to sync your breath with these postures. Starting to just pause your day and give yourself this time. This short little bit of time is yours. So get real present with it. And just slow down the breath. That helps slow down our thoughts. Just cultivate a little calm. Good, and then inhale to a neutral spine. Just take your left leg, straighten it behind you, and hop onto those toe mounds. And then you're just going to pump back and forth. This is just a very gentle way to start opening up into the foot. Keep the breath going, and you don't even have to just go straight back. Take it side to side a little bit. Just feel it out. Good, and then switch. Right leg back onto those toes. Pump in and out of it like a gas pedal. Ooh, it feels good. It's a good way to feel into the core as well. And even into the hands, connecting with the earth. So crucial. Good, and then step that right foot back, and we'll go right into down dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Bend one knee as you straighten the other, and just pedal into it. We're pedaling into our feet and the back of the legs, but this is really gonna help just get some blood flow and our body's natural joint fluid, I call it, like our coconut oil between the bones and the ankle. And then come up high onto both tippy toes, bend your knees, and press your chest back towards your thighs. Kind of come forward and just drive your chest towards your thighs and back off a little bit. Let's do two more like that, kind of tucking the tailbone under and burns the thighs a little bit. Good, and then find your full downward facing dog, reaching the hips up and back. Even if the heels don't reach yet, you're trying to drive them downwards, and push your hands to drive your chest back, back, back. Good stuff. Inhale, reach your right leg to the sky, squeeze into the right glute. Look forward in between your hands. Exhale, take your knee to your nose, flex your foot, step right in between your hands, and lower down the left knee. Unhook the left toes. Right away, take those hands, interlace them, and set them on your right knee. Square the hips off to the front of your yoga mat. Squeeze into the left glute. And now we're gonna use our body weight to mobilize into the right ankle. So I'm gonna take my hands and drive my knee over my toes. I don't know if you could hear that, but my ankle just cracked. That's a good thing. So I'm really opening it up, leaning forward, and then just bouncing off of it a little bit. If you know me by now, we move about in our stretches. We find the And okay, that's the end. Pulse back. It's almost like you're just discovering different parts of your body, the different nuances and like layers of your body. And as you gently pump in and out, you find where you're tight and then hold it. So I'm gonna hold it there, maybe even open up my chest as I push my knee even further. And it's kind of like a waiting game. I hate to say it, but it is. We can't just hold it and then get out of it. No, you have to hold it for a long time. Slowly breathe to get the nervous system to go, all right, we're safe to be here. Let's release. Release those layers, our fascia, our muscle tension, our nervous system tension, all of it works together to maybe grip around the area and hold it tight. We want that all to release. Good, okay, pull that right foot back and then just tap out the feet a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. Tuck the toes back under and back into your downward facing dog. Maybe fidget, press back, left leg high to the sky. Inhale, exhale, look forward, glide into your plank, knee to nose. Flex the left foot, step in between your hands, lower the right knee as you unhook the right toes, hands come up to the left knee. Square off those hips like you plug the left hip back, straighten the right hip forward, and just begin to oscillate. Maybe even take the left foot towards you a little more so you have more range to drive the knee over the foot, over the toes. You might have to play around with that angle and just go to the places that feel like a good ankle mobilization for you, because we all have different bodies. And some of us may feel a little too much pressure to the back right knee. You can either fold your yoga mat a couple times or place a pillow there. But really, I want you to use your core and be distributing the weight so it's not all just dumping into one spot. Good. So I fidgeted, is that a word? A lot. Now I'm just gonna hold here. Press back, really find that yummy spot to hold for me. Oh, I'm keeping my core tight. Heart center lifted. Just enjoy. You know, it's a calming meditation. Hold and breathe into it. It shouldn't be so painful that you're not able to get a deep breath in. That's how you know you've gone too far. So just take your attention, take your awareness to your breath one more time. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Place your hands down, hop the left knee to meet the right, and tap out your feet. Tuck your 10 toes under. Sit back onto your heels. Take the pinky toe, sometimes it doesn't get tucked under, and just make sure it's tucked under with all the other toes. And you can just hold this. You can take your hands into prayer. Close your eyes and just set an intention for the day. Our thoughts are quite powerful. So just an intention to be calm, to be present, to be grateful, really sets that vibration into our body. Puts us in a place to receive and to just call more of it into our lives. Call in more gratitude, call in more calm, call in more peace, whatever it is for you. Take an inhale, exhale, release. Blink the eyes back open, take the hands down, and we're gonna climb into that yoga squat that I was showing you at the beginning. Toes out, heels in, climb to the front of your yoga mat. I'll face you. And then right away, I'm just gonna start going side to side, like how we were just doing in our stretch, just knee over toe to the left, knee over toe to the right. If your heel lifts just a little bit, it's okay. Just see where you're at. And then this is a good one. So let me face this way, you can see me. So I'm gonna stay where I am on my right knee. I'm gonna take my left foot behind me, palms on the front of my right knee, drive it over, and then hop back into Malasana, squat, and then switch. Right knee behind me, left knee over toes, back in the squat. Left knee props me up, knee over toe, and then hop back in that squat. So you're just going back and forth from ankle mobilization, yogi squat, ankle mobilization, yogi squat. It's a bit of a workout. Let's do 2 more per side. It's okay if you feel the burn in your thighs a little bit. It's good for your heart. 1 more each, drive, squat, drive. Hold the yogi squat. Inhale, lift your heart center. Exhale, take your fingertips down, turn your toes in line with your heels, and come into a nice forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and just sway a little bit. Slow down the breath after those squats. Release the hands, bend your knees, roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, scooping in your core, and get the shoulders and the head to come up last. Shake out your shoulders, roll them out. Good. From here, you're gonna take like a 2-foot step back with your right foot, and all 10 toes stay facing forward. Let's take our hands into prayer. And then what you're gonna do, you get close so you can see. You're gonna drive this back right knee over the toe and then come back to standing. Boom, boom. So I'm forcing my right knee over my second and my third toe and then coming out of it. For 3, it's a little funky, 2, 1. Trade it out, right foot forward, left foot back, left knee over the toes, boom, and then straighten. So you're just like driving your knee down towards the earth and re-straightening it out. For 3, 2, 1. Step back to the front of your yoga mat, shake it out. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, come back into a plank. Downward facing dog. Last time here. Find your full down dog. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. Press the hips up and back. Come onto those toes, bend your knees, drive your hips back. Tuck your tailbone under. Get really low, push the ground away. 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. Release the feet and sit back into child's pose. Fully rest. Take a big breath in, expand your low back. Breath out, release. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Slowly roll back so that you're sitting onto your heels. If you have time, it's a beautiful time to take a Malasana, or maybe you feel warmed up and you're gonna move around a little bit more. The choice, I swear I just saw something over there. I'm a very jumpy person, and the last time that I was out here recording for you guys, I looked up in this tree and there was a huge raccoon staring down at me. So I saved the recording, and the raccoon, I looked up at that raccoon we made eye contact with, and I got up mid-yoga flow and I was like, well, that's enough of that. He cut me off of recording. So I swear that was gonna be the raccoon again. Thank God it wasn't. That being said, do what feels good to you right now. Move around, take a savasana, rest, do something that fulfills you today. Let me know how you liked this video. Subscribe and like it. See you next time. Namaste.